forward to it. Wonder who it could be.
I wonder.
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh shit. Well, whatever.
Some people know what's going on because I see some of these really cheap dragon handlers getting bought up.
um, look, at the end of the day, I'm not judging anybody else. I'm going to have everybody kind of jump in here, give everybody a couple of minutes too. We will open up for the city and leave that open.
Streaming yet, are you?
Oh yeah, it's live. It's live.
Where do I find it at?
You would go over to twitch.tv.
Yeah, it's on Twitch. I posted the link because Discord's going to be too limiting.
Sorry. This is my gambling stream, so I just figured, hey, guess what? It makes it easier.
How's your casino doing?
Wonderfully.
Good?
Wonderfully. Can't complain. It's profitable, but it's not. I mean, we've only technically, because the first 2 weeks we had so many issues with getting payment processors and stuff like that all situated and so forth. So we really didn't do any profits the first 2 weeks, but I think we're up like probably $3,800 in the second 2 weeks. We've had some people hit some big wins too, so some massive big wins. But that's the casino for you. But as long as it stays being in the profitable section, that's advantageous for us. I mean, would I like it to be more profitable? Always. But once again, it's always about, the community and making sure we put our casino with the lowest house edge. So our profit line is way lower than somebody else's. And some of these other places that are out there, other casinos, I'm not putting names out there, but yeah. I should have set it up for the monorail, but I'm not. I'm in the actual game client right now, so I can't jump over and jump on the monorail. It's a long run.
You sharing your screen code?
Not in Discord, on twitch.tv.
Can you drop that link in the general chat? I'll click on it. I'm on my phone, so it should be there. Yeah, I already loaded it in.
Can you take care of the puppies? I'm in a... Oh, mommy's outside. No wonder the puppies are going crazy. Doge team captain. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, sir. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry, I got. In case any of you guys didn't know, I have some triple XL
Hello, motherfucker.
pit bulls, that puppies. 45. We're going up. 45 floors. Meow. It's feeding time. So yes, questions, concerns, needs, wants. A lot of people are new. Hey, Flap Shots with a subscription over here. A lot of people that are new, you know, please, this is your chance and your time to tell me what you would like to see, what you're expecting. Really, this is the chance that you get to really kind of jump in and hit up everything that you would like.
Yeah, raise your hand if you want to ask a question. I'll get you up here.
Oops. Yeah, yeah. We're getting the storm right now. Flop.
Hey, Beats. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
How's it going, Beats?
Fantastic. Even better after watching what I just saw.
Well, I'm glad that you like it. As you can see, in the last 2 months, we've been extremely diligent on building out.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Definitely want to commend you guys on that. Big surprise for me, and I'm really happy to see it moving in the right direction. But I just wanted to get this out real quick, right out in the open. All the NFTs we bought for Starship Universe plots and the other packs and such and sort, do those going to be usable within this game in the state they are in now, and haven't been swapped yet for the other unnamed entity that's running a similar game, I guess?
We are going to mint those on our side and redistribute it to those that have purchased on your side. So,
perfect. So we can just keep what we have, and we're good to go if we want to pursue this game that you guys have been showing us today.
that is correct.
I'd still recommend to get a refund though, if it ever happens. So just get your refund, and then you're gonna get a free plot just for your troubles.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, advice taken. Just looking for that window to open. I've been in the chats kind of asking, and it seems to be like a hold on it for the time being. So we'll see what happens. But man, everything's looking really good, guys. I'm excited.
Well, the goal of this was to build this out for everyone, was to make it to where it becomes advantageous for everybody, and to make a multiverse, multi-connection metaverse that allows us to essentially build and build and build and build and bring people in this NFT world together. Um, there's a lot of people that have a selfish basis on things that don't look at the all in all of what is going on. They don't understand what is going on. And then you have the greed cycle. A lot of people that are in this metaverse and NFT space is there just strictly for the money. We're not. We by far, I mean, I've spent $3.8 million of my own money between setting up the exchange, the casino, the NFTs, the metaverse. We haven't made a tenth of that in NFT sales. We haven't even made a fifth of it in NFT sales. We're not. This isn't about a money grab for us. This is about building a true community, building a structure, bringing people, bringing businesses into a metaverse that is an actual business. It's not just, hey, I have my banner out there and so now people see it. No, if you have your banner, great. We want your business to also be accessible from the metaverse too. We want people to be able to go and click on your NFT that you have for sale and be able to have the option to purchase it directly right there without even having to leave the game, whether it's on OpenSea or if it's on anything else. that was the main goal of building out this, was to bring communities together. And yes, there are some perks of being a cake owner. Yes, you do get a cut from the casino. Yes, you do get a cut from the exchange. Yes, we have multiple different facets. We have one where we have a system like Hype Drop. I don't know if you are aware of what Hype Drop is, but we have our own version of Hype Drop coming out. And even when we went and talked with our casino licensing and everything with them, they had interest in being able to sell that to all their other clients, which would then bring in more revenue for everybody. Um, this has just been about building a true community and multiple multiverses, I guess you could say, of metaverses together, and having them interchangeable and interlocking with each other, so that way you can choose if you wanted to leave ours and go to DG, you can. And eventually we want to get to the point where you could choose to go from our space station and connect to Sandbox and to Decentraland and Horizon and Meta and all the other things. Those are our goals at the end of the day. And also to bring in any of these other NFT projects that want to be able to go and have their own metaverse, and it not cost them 6.5 million and them having to worry about developers and the whole 9 yards. We have that. We have some of the best of it. People miss the point of what this whole structure and build out was. We went to other people and said, hey, look, we'd like to be in your metaverse and do this and this and this. And other people were like, what is the extra gain out of it for us? For us, we don't look at the extra gain. We look at, like, okay, as long as costs are covered, we truly don't give a shit. Like, let's build out for the community. So
But real quick, this is also the case too. I mean, I looked at the YouTube videos. You guys haven't updated the YouTube videos. You haven't marketed yet.
no, we're not trying to.
What we're seeing. What's that?
We're not trying to. We're trying to stay under the radar and just kind of picky boo everybody and be like, surprise. A lot of people who just followed me on.
Surprised, and I know a lot of my team was too, because they saw the videos on YouTube and they're like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, let's give it a chance. And then we saw, everything live, and we're like, what the hell? This is night and day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been working hard.
We've been kind of behind the scenes, staying behind the scenes. We've only kind of put out enough to just keep enough in sales to cover development costs, and other than that, we've just been super plugging away. At the end of the day, this is about the community. It's not about the money side of it. A lot of people get this world completely mistaken by wanting to just reap the benefit, but don't want to put in the hours, don't want to put in the time, don't want to put in the development. And then you have a lot of these guys that are subletting development out to 3-4 other companies, and they're 2-3 years behind on what they promised everybody. In this situation, we're not.
What you're telling me is I can't build a metaverse and just hang out in my garden all day.
Right. Anybody who's in that metaverse area should understand that. Have we tested the server to be able to handle the volume? The answer to that is yes. We actually loaded up 250,000 virtual NPCs with the AI system that we have. And we loaded it all the way up to an 8K video volume for all of them. And it took us to about a 73% server load. So if we had 250,000 people at 8K video load with structuring, it would literally not even lag anybody. Now, the only thing that I could say that would possibly take times is the login server, but other than that, that's it. But we've already started working with setting all that up with the cloud system and with all of our other stuff that's there too, because we have 2 different cloud platforms. It's extremely optimized. It's not it's not just highly optimized, it's extremely optimized, print. Because we had somebody already try to come in and DDoS our login servers. So we took it a step further. Okay, well, thank you for the heads up of what we need to pay attention to, of what people are going to try to be malicious with. So we've gone through the steps, you know, of making sure that we could build, secure, and grow this whole entire platform. Now, is it going to be perfect right off the beginning? No. Is it going to be perfect through alpha? Absolutely not. Is it going to be perfect through beta? Nope. I can say that. But when you have enough community members that are coming in, putting in the input of what is needed, how it needs to be done, how to build it out, and we can knock out those objects in hours, not days, not weeks, but hours to get the fixes, the solutions, and everything done because we have such a good core team of people doing it. It speeds up the process tenfold. And then coming in with Starship here, like I said, we wanted to be able to find a place for everyone to be able to ask the questions, get the things that they wanted, update everything, see what's going on. And then in this case, you know, Matt ran into a scumbag. Print, I would take that up with the support and they'll be able to situate you.
This is why we have the alpha, the pre-alpha open, so that the whole communities can come in and look and see the issues and the errors. So when we get to beta and we get to the game release, that everything is, you know, 90-95%. Never be perfect because we'll always be building it.
And that's the fun part is we implemented an AI system to be able to see the things that we fix and to update. And we've started testing it out on things like where a user gets stuck and we have to use the stuck command. And then the AI literally went in and fixed the land variable so that way people couldn't get stuck in that area right after that. So there are tons of things that we are implementing that is way ahead of any of the other metaverses, 1,000% fold over and over. And I'm excited for it, but it's new with a lot of different things. We have a lot of new assets and plugins that are not readily available to the general public yet. Like, for instance, the minting function from the game. We have that availability. It is not a public option for everybody. A Web2 connection system, as everybody can see with the streaming video and everything that we have on Cake Island, that's from our YouTube video. Not everybody has that option and functionality. We do, you know, so these are all the additional things that as we grow and we build and we're making custom code for. Yeah, we have an epic shit ton of assets from Unreal Engine store. Yes, absolutely we do. But we went, for instance, and we took all the free character assets. Great. Put them into the mix. Let people choose what characters they want. If you want to have that character, you can. You want to go and take an NFT picture of Gumby and say that this is going to be your character, then you'll be able to, in the next 3 months, to be able to take that 2D asset, turn it into a 3D asset, and that'll be what you're able to run around in our metaverse with. And that's your character. Now, when you go to DG's world, they have custom set characters because of the type of gameplay that they have. So then you will have that character's gameplay that you would have to load into. But in the space station and some of the other stuff that we're doing, you'll be able to maintain the 3D character that you've implemented and the customizations that you're putting into it, and it won't matter. Like I said, I got one that I'm making that's custom. Any of you guys ever play Wheel of Fire or whatever it is in the casino, the little devil guy that runs around and does everything? I'm making me a custom one like that. That'll be mine. That'll be my little avatar, you know. And so making customizations for everybody and building out uniqueness and structures and builds is not easy. It's an epic amount of time that gets put into it. And I can honestly say, any of the guys that know and CAYC stuff, we have the ability and we show, like, our developers go in and they live stream them doing coding and fixing and updating and everything. Like, it's not hidden from us. It's not hidden from the community. People get to see. People got to watch gurus knock out in 3 hours 40,000 lines of code in our platform in 3 hours, and everybody went, holy shit, everybody started laughing. Everybody was like, damn, this is so fast and so sick, and it's growing and growing and growing. Yes. Is it going to stop growing? The answer is no. It's, we're fortunate to be in the field that we're in. Now, it was asked, what can people do to help us? Help advertise us. Help bring, the knowledge to people. Share with people what we're doing. If you have an NFT project and stuff like that, cool. Let's bring it in. Let's get it on board. As long as the development costs for being able to set it up, connect it, or if we have to build it is covered, we're not asking for us to be able to make a bunch. We may say, okay, great, we want a small percentage of, sorry, my dog's knocking over everything. We want a small percentage of like what gets transacted to be able to cover for transaction handling and so forth, minting, development, further development, updates. But other than that, it's an extremely reasonably fair opportunity. Like, if you have an NFT or a game or a functionality that you want to have built and done, will it be profitable? Absolutely. As long as the economy is set correctly is all we care about. Because we don't want it to be, I guess you could say, not able to build up the economy. We want the users to be able to come in, and we have a burn functionality that happens. So every single project that comes in has to have a burn functionality that's there that goes into the liquidity pool. So even though it gets burned in game from in-game asset, it doesn't mean that it's gone. It means that it's going from being an in-game asset to the liquidity pool. So then now we're actually building up revenue for everybody that's invested. Anybody with questions? Here, I'll watch the general chat. So if anybody has any questions, that way I can get in and start reading them.
If you have animated pukes on in the that's the question.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I represent the Animated Punks project, and I've been part of the Starship community for a while, and I'm interested in integrating our community with CAYC as well. Can you guys tell me more about it and how it can happen?
Absolutely. So do you currently, for instance, have an online game?
Well, we are currently building our play-to-earn game. It will be a Web3 game, and I'm interested in building an Alien Punks area in your world.
Absolutely. Not a problem. We would connect you with gurus and the development team to be able to look at your project, and then we would then take that and figure out how to be able to connect up with an API, just so that way we have a concurrent API of your users to the connection with ours to make sure that they're a validated user. Then it would be a wallet connect system for verification. Once that's done, then the user would be able to log in and go into the animated punk section and be able to play your play to earn game and enjoy everything. And it's that simplistic.
That sounds amazing.
It's that simplistic. We are truly in the process of building this out to be a multiverse. We're not trying to just make it just a basic metaverse. We want a multi-metaverse. So in that process, if you have a P2E game, yes, can we implement it to where a user can connect to it and be able to get into your P2E game? Yes, instantly. It would take probably 2 days as long as we had the code and we compiled it. And then after that, it's ready to go.
Sorry. About the code, what would you recommend coding? Because we are just about to hit off, and maybe there are some codes which would work better with your metaverse.
Any Unreal 5 code platform is fine. Anything, or C++, either or. Our team can convert anything. I mean, we can actually take C# and convert it to C++. It's hard to do it in reverse, but yeah.
You guys rock. I like the way you speak about the project and how you build and what are your main motivation, and I think that's the right one. You guys here, everyone to win, and we do the same, so that we believe it will make it successful.
Right. Well, and that's the goal is you have to, if you can just take everything all at once and put it into a goal basis, and say, what matters more? Community. And if the community is what comes first, and being able to make sure that the community is profitable, being able to make sure that the functionality is workable, then profits will come. Profits will be there. But you have to be able to think about the community and the structuring of that to be able to do it. Otherwise, you're really just wasting everybody's fucking time at the end of the day. And you know, I'm from upstate New York. I have that mentality of what you put in is what you get out. And if you put in the effort, the time, the money, I mean, everybody will tell you, I work essentially between 18 and 21 hours every day, 7 days a week, unless I'm at a conference. And my development team works almost a minimum of 18 hours a day. But people don't understand. You want to know it? We don't do $20,000 in sales of our NFTs every week, but I pay the bills for 20,000 of them, even if it comes out of my own personal money every week. You know, and I don't mind doing it because I have an end goal of understanding that, hey, guess what? At the end of the day, we're going to build this massive, huge system that will bring in hundreds of millions of dollars, but we need to make it equitable for everybody that has made an investment. And if you can think about how to make it equitable for everybody that has made an investment, and you can put it all into terms and you can work it out, you know, a lot of people, Cyber Ape Yacht Club, I'll give you an example. Cyber Ape Yacht Club is minting 10,000. We've only minted 4,000. And the reason for it was we put out the casino and everything. We didn't want to dilute profits from our users by money that we would gain that hadn't sold.
Indeed.
So why would we want to dilute and take away from our users, the people that have invested in us, the people that care about what this project and what the continuation of projects that we're doing? Why would we want to take away from them? We don't. So we had to look at what's the most fair. So what we said was once we sell 80% of what we've minted, then we will go and mint another 4,000. We won't even mint the other 6,000. We'll mint another 4,000. And once that is 80% sold, then we'll mint the last, 2,000 that are there. And we'll go from there. But we didn't want to make it to where it would have anything that would hurt or be detrimental to the community. And when you put the community first, you find out the community backs you. The community cares about what you're doing. The community thinks about what you're doing and how to get there. So we've been very fortunate enough to be able to go and build it out. We've been very fortunate enough to have our casino go live. We've been very fortunate enough with our NFT project. And the people that have gotten involved in over everything have been the support that's come in. Now, yes, mind you, is it only 5% of the bills that have been covered with the NFT project? Yeah, okay. But we knew that when we got started. We absolutely knew that it wouldn't be profitable for us until after we had the metaverse completely done. We knew that, it would take, 6 months for the casino site to be profitable. And then now that we're bringing in other projects, a lot of people say, oh, well, you're just stacking up more and more debt. Okay. But the thing about it is we haven't borrowed money. We're not with a bunch of VCs. We don't have multi-million-dollar investors. The only multi-million-dollar investor that's in it is me. So if I don't care about having a return anytime soon, because the community has to come first, it allows us to build up a beautiful project without any issues and to grow something astronomical. And so I'm excited for it. It's got a lot going on and a lot of people that are involved. And as we grow, thanks, Rich, it's going to be more and more and more. It's about giving back to the community and making sure that the community gets what they've essentially paid for, and that you can then help turn a profit for them. We've had boxing matches, we've had the opportunity for cruises and stuff. the group of everybody that was there for the cruise decided not to go on the cruise because of the COVID restrictions that they were going to in place. So then what we do, we got vouchers for next year. So that way, guess what? Maybe the COVID restrictions are removed by then, and then everybody can go in and we can go on a cruise together. We had somebody that was willing to buy us our island, so that way we could have Cake Island. But he wanted a hefty percentage, in which case then I had to say no. I'd rather just sit back and build it up, and either that or I'd sell my big data company that I own and I'd buy the island my damn self. So it really breaks down to building just a happy community and finding out what people want and turning it into the next level of things. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be something that will be an overnight process. But what I can tell you is that nothing's going to stop us. We are going to have the biggest amount of growth, and we have a few really, 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 really super big deals that are coming in. That if they connect with us too, will turn us into at minimum a $200-300 million a year company, and that's a pretty big swing. Now we can't put out everything yet because until, like I try to tell everybody, until the paperwork's drawn and the ink is dried with the signature, it doesn't mean anything yet. And with our NDAs and stuff, and there are a lot of other metaverses that are trying to jump in on things and ride the coattails of what we're doing or try to blackball different things. We've had to kind of sit back and be the quiet mix in the bit in it. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to be the quiet little mix, working on building out everything and knock out all the projects that we can. And when people come to the table with something, we take care of them. That's the only goal we can offer everybody. And I'm proud to be able to sit back. If you look at the videos from a month ago to what they are now, you're going to sit back and say, holy shit, these guys nonstop develop. These guys grind. These guys are putting everything in. These guys are building unique tools. Like nobody has an elevator system yet in all of Unreal 5. We do. We built it. It's got to be about the community and structuring and build out. And like I said, we've had to look at how to be able to implement those things for the users. As you guys saw, we made it to where the people who don't have good computers can still play. We wanted to be able to sit back and say, okay, what's the goal of being able to do that? What is the need? Being able to have an elevator, be able to build different things, be able to have a penthouse that's custom built for you, being able to have a location where you can put in your online business, to be able to look at things and not destroy people. Like if you wanted to go and open up a brick and mortar location in the real world, to be able to put all your actual storefront that you're trying to sell, that you also sell online, you can do the same thing for probably less of cost with us. And when everything gets blown up and everything works out well here, it'll be worth it. But I mean, when you got 45-story floors, this is just one mall, and each floor will be for each individualized product. So we don't want to oversaturate with 50 different people in one store. Now, if you in your store want to put 50 different groups in it with you, that's fine. But it's about building out the structure, building out the needs, and taking care of everyone's wants. It's not easy. I can honestly tell you that. Anybody else with any kind of questions? If you want, please raise your hand so Ryan can bring you in and you can ask questions. And then Animated, feel free to hit me up after this. If this is something that you actually want to do, I can have gurus take a look, see how much time would be implemented to do it and everything, be able to get you like what the cost would be, proposal it for you, and be able to have you probably up and running within a few days. Or if you need help with the development of it, also, chances are my team is super, super advanced in Unreal Engine and can probably help you build the whole platform at a rapid pace.
Sounds great. I will definitely reach to that and we'll keep in touch. Thank you.
Wonderful. Anybody else? Please hit the raise your hand. And let's let this Q&A really kind of kick in a little bit now. Like I said, I'm not going to go over all the stuff with Timbers. So if that's the situation, probably don't raise your hand. But what you would like to see, what advancements you'd like to see, other things like that, please feel free to ask. This is definitely your time.
You're a pro, man, hosting it for me. I'm not gonna do anything. Some people raise their hands. Funny. Yeah, go ahead and raise your hand. Get a couple questions in here. Awesome. Got McDuffin. How you doing, McDuffin?
Welcome, McDuffin. What?
Can't hear you if you are talking.
Oh man, there was a lot of chat. I missed that whole area there. I'm gonna post a link for the Exodus Discord. Any questions for updates regarding refunds for previously purchased land for SSU should be directed there. Absolutely. Thank you with that.
Yeah, McDuffin, still no luck. I see you muting and unmuting.
Okay, so Pumpkin King, you want to build your own planets and fly from there in my ship of choice with VR. We are VR enabled and you will be able to do that with ours. Dragon handlers. Anybody who has a dragon handler and everything will also have a dragon in the game too on DG side of everything. So that's an easy one.
Question I saw a couple times was where should they look out for those extra compensation, those old SSU owner plots?
So hey, Alpha Origins, absolutely. No, we want to build out everything for everybody. So like I said, Alpha Origins is welcome. Like I said, we want to invite everybody into the metaverse with us. Yes, there is some paperwork that has to be done with it. My CFO and management partner, which is Med2U, that's in here, he will happily be able to do it once we have everybody that's structured for what is going on, be able to set that up. As far as what is going to be done about it, like I said, if you weren't in here earlier, the stolen stuff that was done on the previous metaverse for Timbers, if you own land, we will be replacing it with SSU's land. And you get a cool hoverboard for free. Plus, we are going to be looking at everybody who did also get the stolen land will also get a free spaceship too with it. So go ahead, pester the shit out of them to get your refund. It doesn't matter even if you get the refund, we're still giving it to you for the trouble that you had to go through with people. So that's not a problem.
So we've kept you for over an hour.
No, this is the time for everybody to ask. We'd prefer that everybody get to ask it. We want to be able to get everything out. Make sure that there is no hidden barriers for anybody. So feel free, everybody. This is your chance to, raise your hand, ask the question. No question's a stupid question.
Just for the Starship community here, just so everybody knows, we are going to do the liquidity pairings with CAYC and Dragon Guild. And then any tokens that do pair with us will have the opportunity to be listed. In exchange. So, I guess just check with code first before you go and make a pairing. But if you do pair with us and it is possible, then you will, your token will get utilized within the metaverse.
So will there be a roadmap? We currently have a roadmap, but you know, now that we've also brought in Starship, I can actually tell you what the roadmap is. We planned on today being able to have the alpha launch for the space station and DG available. November 15th will be the alpha launch, including Cake Island, which a lot of you guys got to see the demo of that. Um, Following that, we will, in between all that, try to integrate everything with SSU before our beta launch in January 15th. With that going from there, there is still a lot of stuff that has to be done. Yes, I am reading the chat right now. There is still a lot that has to be done as far as, you know, build out. Will Canite be utilized as a currency with SSU or just Starship token? That's a very valuable question to ask there, Abel. I can look into it. I haven't had anybody ask that yet. So
we're talking about doing a bridge. I've talked to a couple of different places. I guess Alien Worlds did do a bridge from Wax to Finance Smart Chain. Then we could do a bridge from BSC to ETH. Another way we could do it is just pair Starship with it.
Yep.
And then as Starship gets utilized, the price of Canite would do its thing also. So there's a bunch of different options, and that's why I said that when I first released this that we would release the game plan for that soon once we have it finalized.
Sorry, I'm like, but and there's the answer for that. You know, we want to make sure that we have the right pairings. We want to make sure that it is dollar to dollar value. So if we have to help bring up the pairing for dollar to dollar value, we're working on that also. You know, and this is part of the things that we look at. We want everyone to be able to elevate and rise with us. So it's not just set to one thing.
Will it be possible to bring our creatures over to our plot from Dude from somewhere?
Yes. We will be working on setting that up. It's a lot of work still. I can't guarantee that it'll be done instantly, but the answer is yes. I am going to work that out. That's part of the reason why with us and our attorneys and stuff going after what we're going after the IP, once we have actually got him served with everything, we will then go after.
Yeah, so we're going to keep building, guys. Like right now, we have the 2D concept art, obviously, right? Obviously, it's going to turn into 3D at some point. That all also depends on the community adoption. You know, let's say we launch the arena like we're planning with the 2D creatures, and nobody wants to play the game. Well, we probably won't move into 3D at that point. I don't think that'll happen. We have thousands of players, and more coming back every day. You know, as we start to build that confidence back with everybody.
And that's exactly correct. You know, with what we're doing, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to like pay attention to multiple chats here too. I have general chat, cake chat getting hit. I have the multi-stream chat, which actually like I have people that are on YouTube and Facebook too also asking questions. So if it doesn't feel like I'm paying attention to, I will be trying to get through everything here.
So you have a question from Jason at Beyond FOMO.
So, okay, yeah. One of the most important, interesting questions is what happens to the funds raised for SSU by the sale for the plot entities that are not refunded or swapped? So, Jason, in all honesty, until we go to court and everything and deal with all that, Cake is just taking it as a loss. So is Matt. It sucks that it's like that, but the fact being is the community has to come first. And we are responsible to take care of our community, whether or not, you know, yes, I'm new here. Yes, this is a new partnership. yes, we bought the IP, but then we also partnered. So it's not like Matt is out of this whole entire picture and that Starship is out of the picture in any form. No, we are here to build this community and make it the biggest, baddest fucking community between all of us together. Um, and that's the reality of it. Um, it's not going to be an overnight thing. As much as I'd like it to, I'd love to just be able to, and everybody's happy here. We just click that's not the situation. The smartest situation that could happen would be Timmer just send over all the funds to Matt and hands over all of the assets that were done from the IP, and he just goes and starts working on his own project. I mean, absolutely. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if that was the situation, yes. Like I said, I want to entertain as much build out as possible while we have all the developers finalizing a bunch of stuff right now, only because it allows us to keep busy and it allows us to help grow the different communities together. Um, the only real community that takes the massive loss is no one except for my pocket, to be honest with everybody. If you really want to look at the all in all, which I don't mind. Um, it's like I tell everybody, as long as my bills are covered, I'm the most humble. I'll give the shirt off my back. If you need it and I got it and you've never done me wrong, um, yeah, I mean, that's just the mentality behind it. But we can't guarantee, that this is going to be something that can be done overnight as much as I'd like to.
Jason, if you want to come up on stage, you can ask any question.
Yeah,
you want,
actually.
but the fact of the matter is Matt approached me. He doesn't have access to funds of Timmer's wallet. Timmer has the keys to that wallet. He has access to those funds. We don't have any control over refunding or whatever you're talking about.
Well, no, me and
But when
Jason
Matt-
actually had this
when-
conversation
when,
earlier.
What can we do? We got together as a community, but both Code and I are focused on our community, and so is Matt. We brought him under our wing, and this is what happened. We're making magic happen. We're making our all of our communities whole, and bringing it together and making us stronger going forward. We're not looking back toward what happened. So, but we will have our attorneys address Timmer in that situation,
And
especially if he doesn't refund the community.
look, to keep it short and simple and sweet, Matt paid for something to be done. He paid for it in full. Then at the end, Timmer wanted more money that had nothing to do with the invoicing of anything, which means the intellectual property that was purchased and owned and done is all Matt's. The funds that Timmer has taken technically are Matt's. All those things have been taken, and then now everybody sat back and said, why didn't you wait until everything was done? We announced at 5 o'clock, but at 3 o'clock, the man moved the money out of the account to his personal account. So we knew that he wasn't planning on doing a refund. We knew that he was just going to say, hey, we have a hoverboard over here, come join us. So it made it very clear that he had no real intention to refund anybody, which is why we decided at that point, we were going to come out and let the community know what was going on, what changes were there. And we've actually owned the IP for a while now. But we wanted to make sure that we protected the users to be able to get those refunds. And once we saw that he removed it from the wallet, that would have made it very easy for him to be able to do the issue and send out the refunds. Once we saw that he had moved it out of that into his personal Exodus, we knew at that point that he wasn't offering a refund. And that's the reason why he instantly had a hoverboard ready for everybody to be able to swap and trade and transact for it. So in that case, he's also actually taking ownership of knowing that he wasn't going to go and do that. He already had a backup plan. He already had the motion and movement ready to go. It's actually just really disgusting, which is the reason why I said I don't want to hang on to the points of what somebody else negative has done, because at the end of the day, I'd rather just let attorneys go and have him served and force him to have to go to a court where now all of a sudden he's going to get royally fucked. And it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt him bad. And the fact being is the reason why we also partnered was to be able to sit back and make sure that Matt has the ability to speak on our behalf with the company. So now it really alleviates everything. But at the end of the day, I actually just care. Right. Right. When Jason, me and you started looking at it earlier, everybody didn't understand what we were paying attention to and what we were looking at. We knew that what happens is people get greedy in this aspect. When they start making good money, they start doing X, Y, and Z. It's like if you won $1 million, the reason why most millionaires that win the lottery are broke in 5 years is because they go and all of a sudden they have all this money and then they live outside their means and then they're broke. What happens is the same thing. They get paid for development. They get paid extremely, extremely, extremely well for it. And then they start to live outside their means and now they want more money. And it turns into a really irrational thing, and it becomes detrimental to the community because now these people are doing something that's right, living outside the means or mismanagement of funds. And it just turns into a very disgusting availability, which is part of the reason why we haven't had any investors for Unreal Kingdoms or CAYC. That way nobody can sit back and say, oh, well, who's being the greedy party? I don't have to worry about that ever. It's out of my pocket. Yes, Matt Wilkes, there has been announcements during this AMA about what we're doing, how we're offering it, what development has been put together, where everything is going. There's been quite a bit. We are the first full build multiverse metaverse. I believe it's being recorded. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it'll go up on YouTube. Yep.
I know that on Twitch it is being recorded through that. But we just want to be able to build this out for everybody correctly and making sure that everybody's protected. You best believe that there were other metaverses trying to jump in real quick when they found out that we were coming to get the IP. There were others. I'm not going to name any of them because at that same point in time, there's no reason to. But Matt and everybody had to look at what is going to be the most advantageous for the community, what's going to bring the most build out. And we didn't want to show him everything at first. We absolutely didn't. We didn't want somebody to come in and say, yes, we're going to ride the coattails. We wanted to see who wants to be about the community and build out for the community, with the community. Really, Kiki. It's literally just stupidity after it. It's like somebody just said, oh my God, CAYC is at 3 ETH or 0.3 ETH. Well, you're right. When we did a bunch of giveaways on Twitter and so forth to be able to bring in people with the casino launch, people are going to sell it cheap. People who win from Twitter don't give a shit about floor price. They care about making their money. And that's really where, when you look at things in the greed cycle of everybody and what they're doing, it becomes annoying to sit back and watch people do different things. This is, you're going to see massive fluctuations that are going to happen here. The 2 weeks ago we had a floor price of 3 ETH, and then we did the giveaway, and then all of a sudden it was down to 0.25 ETH. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy outside. then again today, I think it's at like 0.70. I don't even know. I know that it's been tetherballing and fluctuating left and right. But it's like I told everybody, go ahead and buy up all the cheap ones right now. Enjoy that. Get it while you can. I think there was like 10 of them that are under an ETH. Enjoy it. Stay positive, build out, make everything that you want and your dreams come true. It's not going to be an overnight thing. As much as I want it to be an overnight thing, I truly do. I wish that we could just, like I said, click our fingers. We could get all the stuff, the IP for SSU there. If that's the case, we can literally load it into our platform in a week or two and have all of SSU being able to be up live and ready to go. We could find all the people that had already minted certain things and had gotten their other NFTs and get them refunded. Those would be the easiest, simplest actions. Doesn't mean that that's the situation. But if it happened, well, great. If not, don't worry. We're going to go build it out. We're going to go and put it all back together. We're going to go and make it happen. And we're going to do it with a massive expedience of getting done. That's the only thing I can say. Anybody who's seen what we've developed in 2 months, like you guys just watched me jump through on 5 different lands on Dragon Guild. You guys got to see the space station. I showed you guys the cake and what we're building out and everything over there. There's not a metaverse yet that has been able to go and demonstrate that much opportunity game and build out in 2 months. There's not one. So, as we sit back and we look at everything and where we're going, will there be specific names? Yes, there will be, as we go forward with a few things. But once again, we wanted to get community input. Almost everything we do is got community input for it. Naming of things, areas, stuff like that, build outs, castle types, building types, you name it. Like we try to include the community as much as possible. And that's why, building out everything for SSU is going to have Matt and the community definitely involved. Spaceships, space shuttles, planets, docking stations, landing pads, tons of things. All these things are now having to be implemented to be able to be built out. And it's going to take, a few weeks of us being able to go and work them all out, but I think it's going to be pretty awesome.
I can step in real quick. I have to start. I have to go. I have to do a bunch of stuff with the girls. So, but you guys can hang all night if you want, and I'll come back in a little later if you're still here.
Yeah. So to answer that, so Jason, to be 100, it has literally been 2 months and 4 days that we've been building out.
So, come up for a question specifically, but I thought I'd come up. I'll just drag some more people up to ask questions. I know there's going to be plenty of people here that will ask questions, so we'll just start putting some up. Jason always likes to talk. Put your hand up, Jason. Come on. Time to shine.
So here's our land sizes, by the way, so everybody can see. At 0.2 ETH, it's a 64 by 64. 0.4 ETH, 128 by 128. And at 0.8 ETH, a 256 by 256. Now it is scrollable.
Plenty of people that I'm seeing in this chat, which over the past 2 weeks or so have been really quite vocal. Come and get your questions answered.
The reason why it would take somebody longer is one, lack of experience, lack of team, and lack of resources. That's why it would take somebody longer. I'm very excited to know that we have such an outstanding super team. Like I said, if any of you guys got time to see, like when Gurus is in there coding, you will literally cry trying to keep up. You will literally feel like you, I have Ari and Jay and everybody that comes in and they watch and they're like, I don't even know what I'm looking at, but he's doing it so fast.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
You know, and then I'll take it and put it in C++ and clean up and structure and build out everything too for him. So, you know, I have 20 years of software development in C++. So for me, I move recklessly fast, and Guru's is on like 15 years of it, and he moves recklessly fast. He's been coding since he was 7.5 years old. Um, he's been a part of the Unreal 5 development build out and everything. So like he's been in it and knows it better than anybody. And even when we break something, and that's the fun part is I break shit all the time. Like I want to test something, and in the process of me testing it and I'm doing it in coding and he's doing it through the wireframe bubble system that they have, I break shit all the time. And Gurus is like, oh fuck, here we go, you know, like, and you just see it. But now that we've set up Preforce and everything, which is like GitHub, the super version, it allows us to be able to check out and implement everything and move things around. And the development, like if I have something checked out, everyone that's in our development team can see what is checked out that I'm working on, and they can either A, watch what I'm working on, or B, include themselves in what I'm working on, or C, just wait until it gets resubmitted back in to be able to grab that file and look at it. So we've made it very easy for the users to be able to come in and structurally build out some of the biggest projects in the shortest amount of time, because there is no real big airtime between anything.
So Jason, just make an NFT of Stuart like that, and I'm sure we can incorporate it into the metaverse.
So this land right here that you guys are watching, this is the land that's meant for Dragon Guild that people would be able to. In your guys' case with SSU, you would then get a plot of land with SSU's land area that's there. So if you bought land previously, you will get a land piece equivalent to what your purchase was in SSU.
I'm not sure the black dress NFT is going to work.
I don't know. I think it might if you rock it out hard enough.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
all you have to do is get the black dress NFT. You know, take a picture of yourself in a black dress. We can put it in.
You're just gonna have to own it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just gonna have to like full on own it if you're gonna do it though. You know, like bam, here I am. Like you're gonna have to go full Caitlyn Jenner.
Fuck yeah.
Just do it. It's all fun.
Starship's got to get to $1. The deal was when Starship gets to $1, I'm going to don a black dress, and like you say, you know, it's going to be the whole fucking 9 yards.
Oh, I'm gonna have you fucked up then. This is definitely gonna happen. Just so you guys all know, I'm gonna forcefully make Starship go over $1. It may not be there long, but it will hit for a moment.
There's a convention in London on the 2nd of November. Now that would be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it?
Oh man. Well, like I try to tell everybody, you know, you have to look at the positivity with everything. You got to be willing to be outside the box. That's the one thing that I've noticed that a lot of people that are developing and building, they don't think outside the box. Their team is very just do this. No, fuck that. I want something cool. I want something new. I want to be able to GTA. I want to be able to go and play World of Warcraft. I want to be able to go and sandbox out a pixel line availability. I want to be able to go and play pinball if I want to. I want to be on a play to earn game availability functionality, and I can do all that from one location, one hub.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Now I can't. I've got a million and one questions, but they're all kind of irrelevant, and they're only sort of relevant in my own head. So you know, I'll keep this myself for the time being. But you know, yeah, I
think the whole concept is amazing.
We have a 2D to 3D optimizer system too. So now we might even be able to take the 2D functionality of stuff and turn it into 3D.
Yeah.
I mean, just a few things that are on the storefront that's there that a lot of people don't know about that we've just been building, you know, and making new waves on different things.
One of the things that was going to be in Starship Universe was going to be like the 3D generating of your face. Is that something that you're able to do? You know,
Yes.
to be able to create a 3D character.
Yes, we are almost finished with that modeling system to be able to do that.
Awesome. Not that I don't, well, personally, I wouldn't want to make myself be able to run around the game.
Yeah, Jason saw that earlier that we accidentally, I didn't mean to like show it, but we are setting up to where like certain buildings and so forth that you buy do have secret basements and vaults and stuff that you can go and put your stuff and assets and stuff into. Way to spill the beans. Way to go.
There's not a great deal he doesn't miss.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, like I said, I'd love, yeah, panic room. I'd love to sit back and be able to just, you know, put everybody's thought and process together instantly, but it doesn't it doesn't matter at the end of the day because we're a small team. So we have, but we're a super team, which is really great. On building it out, we don't mind doing it. If you got the idea and it's doable and it's functional and it's not, you know, going to cost me an arm and a leg, chances are I'm going to do it anyways. And even if it does cost me an arm and a leg and it's something that I want, we're going to do it anyways. You know, that's the one thing I'd love to sit back and say, you know, we had a lot of flack. Everybody said, you know, you guys are making this NFT and you're going to do a casino. That ain't going to be possible. And 6 months later, we're fully licensed in an operational casino. Oh, well, we're going to build an exchange. Oh, well, that ain't going to be possible. You're going to have to go through all this. And then 3 months later, we're an operational exchange. Then everybody sat back and said, oh, well, you're going to build a metaverse and it's not even going to be able to be up for 2 years. And then here we are, you know, 2 months in and we have the first alpha beta, you know, the first alpha launch of it going out with not one but 2 different metaverse sections connected, and the third one coming rapidly shortly, probably within a week. And now you know, so anytime anybody sat back and said, oh, it's not doable, it's not there, it's not, you know, the only thing that I think that has been our only headache that we've had to deal with so far is, you know, when we do giveaways and freebies and stuff like that for NFTs, those are the people that, like, the Twitter giveaways we're not even going to do for NFTs ever again. Everybody that we did that with literally just went over and tanked the market. But what do you do when you got 170,000 plus people that are all trying to get into a Twitter giveaway? You know for a fact that all they give, you know, you got bots and everybody else and their mom trying to get the item, and it turned into a nightmare. But doesn't mean that, you know, the market's gone. I mean, shit. In some cases, I have like probably 8 or 9 people that are like, damn, like I'm holding on to this forever. Other people that are like, yeah, you want what I need? I need the money. I need $250. Oh, well, where do you live? I'm in the Philippines. I'm like, cool. You want to, like, tell me and I'll just send you the $250 and you just send it back to me instead of lowering the price. But then I sat back and I said, you want to, fuck that. Let the community be able to buy it for cheap. Let the community be able to soak it up and get a good deal. You know, works fine for me. Any of the guys that have been in my project for a long time, they know that this isn't about the money for me. It makes it a little easier to help pay the bills, but outside of that, shit, this is super fun for me. This is the entertainment side of it. I don't even like doing these AMAs. I don't even want to be the face or anything. I just want to be the developer that gets to stay in the background building and building and building and building. Donnie, what is up? Donnie Dome, welcome to the chat, brother. Yeah, you know, it's amazing to sit back and bring groups together. And it has to be about the groups. How many people have wanted to or had a platform that they've been trying to get in, or they're in with another metaverse and it costs them a hefty number? How many people are in that, or are a part of a program that's in a different metaverse and it costs them 250,000 plus? There's going to be probably at least 10 people that are in multiple other metaverses that got commercial land or different properties or X, Y, and Z, and it costs them tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, $250,000, $500,000, million or more. And I decided that that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to build a community where, okay, let us not eat the cost to build it, but as long as they're willing to cover the cost, then fuck it. Like let's make something fun. Let's build it. Let's turn it into the next great thing. Make metaverses great again. Just kidding. That was a poor reference. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Somebody had to do it. Might as well have been me.
Yeah. It's funny you say you don't like doing AMAs, you don't like talking, but you're just so good at it, so we just let you talk. It's the easiest one I've ever done.
I mean, honestly, like I'd really love like the tough questions here. Make Starship great again. Yes. Yes. That's the goal.
That is the whole goal.
All right. Now, anybody want to ask any of the painstaking hard questions? I know some of you have them. Oh yeah, now everybody's typing. All of a sudden 10 people started typing. When is the airdrop? We will be looking at having SSU's first alpha probably within a month. And then the airdrop can be done right after that. It actually might be done just before that. I don't know yet.
Say we could probably do the airdrop before. That didn't sound like a hard question. Come on.
Nope. I mean, anybody who knows me and how hard we work and what we're doing, yeah, be ready to see some massive things happen. We started laughing. We started telling everybody, like, if you guys, if we told everybody all the deals that we are in pre-contracts with and getting to contract and paper with, I guarantee you I'd probably sell out all my NFTs if it was public, unless before this time tomorrow.
All the NFT.
Yes, you can join plots together. That is a great question. Yes, you can join the plots together.
And in the Dragon World, we can move them.
Yes, in the Dragon World, you can move them too.
Will we be making that functionality in Starship?
Yes, that is a plan. Well, you don't want to be like always next to a boss and all of a sudden you're.
And you said you can do like custom modeling as far as your house and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes, actually, we have a chaos build system to where people can actually build out and customize their houses as much as they want.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
If you want on your land to put up a big barrier wall and you went and chopped down the resources or mined the stone or whatever and put up a big wall around your whole property, you can too if you wanted to.
It's kind of like a Fortnite-esque, like easy UI.
Yeah.
User. Nice. Awesome. BDGY, all the bridge attacks this year. I'm not a techie, but I know a lot has been taken. I imagine
BDGY, you will not have to worry about that because we own our own exchange. So the bridge will be connected with us through our own exchange. Yes. The answer to that is everything that you bought that was a standard or a limited edition, we will be building that all out, and you will be able to recover what you had purchased within that and the additional pieces. So you won't miss anything there, Nath. Not the same NFTs, but kind of, yes. Not through wax. I got a funny feeling we're going to be on a ETH bridge here. Just saying. Have any big new updates for next week? Well, this week you will be able to connect with us and be able to get in game. You will be able to get your hoverboards this week and the Cake Island when that updates next week. So with that, we're also working on all the starships, the actual spaceships. I am probably going to go mint those and put those out with Matt here fairly cheap. And those that had purchased land and so forth. So we have gold, platinum, and diamond. If it was, it'll go in the same structure availability with them too.
Able Gaming, I don't think they're going to be bronze plot. I mean, we have gold and
Ours were the bronze. That's what he's referencing.
okay.
You know, and it might be something that I don't know how many plots of land were sold. So I would have to go through all of that and figure that out. But I mean, we will definitely make it advantageous for everybody at the end of the day. Oh, they only sold one type of land, grassland? Okay. How many plots are there in diamond? Ari, you got the list for how many diamonds there are? I want to say there's only like 2,000 total diamonds, 6,000 total platinum, and the rest are all gold between all of them. Yes, that is going to be the goal, Ben Splitzer. We are working on being able to do something like that. You want to know what? Watch this. I'm going to make this easy. Ari, grab the list of everybody that had purchased land plots and take it out of my gold section for Unreal Kingdoms. And then they'll still get the land in SSU also.
Whoever bought the limited editions.
The 64 special editions will get a platinum one. And a bronze one.
They'll get a platinum.
And a bronze. Or in our case, a platinum and a gold.
Okay, so platinum of Unreal Kingdoms.
Yep.
Of the Dragon World.
Yep.
Okay.
So make a list for that and then get the list from Matt and we will distribute it out from us.
That's awesome.
How does that sound for everybody?
For point or ETH. So right now ETH is at what, 1,300 or?
Yeah, it's like giving everybody like almost double their money essentially. Just for the headache. Oh, Beats knew that was coming.
22 of the special edition beats. Wow.
Of 64, welcome to the party, sir.
beats as a ride or die.
Well, we've got a Jason, we've got a really great coder.
Coders. There's
Unreal Engine
we got so you got
They
me,
like to code.
you got me, Renzetsu, Gurus, Yuke, and Alex Eth are our primary development group, and then Zevage is also working on the cases. So, why would you be excluded? If you purchased, you got it. There is nobody that compares to us right now as far as metaverses in Unreal 5. That there isn't. You show me one and I will outdo it in the next 2 months.
You guys
Sorry.
definitely have density in the game.
I kind of have an ego. That's all I gotta say. I'm just a little bit like.
Yeah, sorry, all I meant was by comparison was by the workload which has been done in the various months. The SSU video content which has been released is the same as we were watching 2 months ago, and the content that you've done in those 2 months is, well, there's just no comparison, and that's, yeah, you know, it's mind blowing to how they're still at the place where they are.
Like I said, we are not in it for the money. Like when people buy cake and everything, you guys are helping the developers. So for us, our developers are motivated to keep putting out bigger, badder, faster, stronger, cooler items. You know what I'm saying? Like for us, it's about building out for the community. Huh?
How many
What?
drinks?
At least 8 energy drinks. Yeah, I'm gonna need at least that tonight. Sorry, we're launching the alpha compile, so my kid's buying me energy drinks because she knows I'm gonna be up all night.
That's good. That's kind of nice of her.
Yeah, she wants something. Probably her new
Of
alpha.
course.
Probably her tablet. Just
She's going to bat her eyelids and you're going to give it to her anyway, so why play the game?
shh. I need energy drinks. She's doing me a favor. Actually, I do the juice. So, yeah, those that are curious, I'm hypoglycemic, so I have to have a shitload of sugar every day. So I do the energy drink juices because they last a lot longer.
Glycemic. Maybe I should use that. I like a lot of sugar every day.
Yeah, it keeps the caffeine level a lot longer. The crash it takes forever because of the juice. It stays with you a lot longer. But yeah.
I was thinking I just use it as an excuse to eat more donuts and cakes and things like that.
I mean, I'm as you guys can see in the background over here. I got Star Crunch, I got coffee cakes, I got some Reese's, I got some Oreos. Oh yeah, like I get loaded up. I get hooked up fat by the wife. My wife's a nurse too, so you know how much of a pain in the ass it is for her to be like, "Fuck, I gotta go get him sweets." Now my dentist hates it, but it's okay. Um, you know, the thing is, guys, is yes, Jason is 1,000% correct. Gurus is in the process of compiling up everything for you guys right now. And doing a quick test, and as long as everything works, yeah, his exact words, working on it. Everybody's waiting on the client. So, yeah, you know, the thing is there's a lot of work going into this. No NFT project's perfect. By all means. I mean, I even make my employees sign a thing that says that I can swear at them in case they do something stupid. I'm from upstate New York. I'm a very opinionated person. I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? But uh,
You got a sign for that?
oh yeah, oh hell yeah, you do. But it's really about building out what you guys want. I am super excited. I know that we have a lot of groups that are coming in and wanting to do stuff with us. We've tried to be behind the scenes as much as possible, not to make waves. We did that for a reason. It was literally about just maximize everything that we can. And we've set a pace for all these other metaverses, which makes us look amazing. I'm not even going to lie. Like, whoo, do we look stellar when we've knocked out all that we've knocked out in 2 months versus what other people are putting out. We look fucking amazing. People are like, what happened? How did these guys do it? Well, you want to know it? We got an amazing development team and everything else. And now, if anybody really knew how hard we actually work and how many hours are applied to it every day, people would be like, well, shit, this isn't a 9 to 5 for them. This is an 8 o'clock in the morning until, 3 o'clock in the morning job. Yeah, it really is. 18 to 21 hours on average is what we push 7 days a week. And we stream most of it. So people get to go in and watch it. Yeah, there are a few things lately that with all the crypto connections and the wallet connections and stuff that we haven't been able to stream. Yes, they will still get drops. Nath. Anybody who purchased
People,
the SSU NFTs, even if you swapped it, I don't care. If you purchased an SSU NFT, whether or not you swapped it or not, I don't care. You're still getting your land.
Yeah, I was gonna add, some people sold them, I think, $1 undervalue, and the other metaverse did buy them back, and a couple people were bummed that they're gonna miss out, so I think they'll be happy to hear that.
I am gonna. You want to know what? Here's the deal. Everybody that wants their land, they need to just say that Code Compiler and Cyber Ape Yacht Club is the most amazing metaverse on Twitter, and we'll make it happen. I'm just saying.
You had to have joined Discord, our Discord before today, though. Real that's metaverse.
Yeah. Well, this is coming out of CAYC. This is CAYC's land that we're distributing. So we gotta give CAYC a little bit of love because now we're not making that money. Sad face. Whatever. You want to know it? I don't care. You want to know it? I really don't care about taking care of my community. And now that we, are tied together, this is my community too. So guess what? I don't care. We're gonna take care of our community. Period. End of fucking story. At the end of the day, this is about all you that put that time, effort, money, and everything into it. And you want to know it? That'll definitely show later on with what we sell in Cyber Apes and everything else too. People are gonna end up coming in and buying up the floor, which is gonna be great. And then all of a sudden, like I said, we've been going through and beating every obstacle that anybody's ever said we couldn't do. That's the goal. And we're going to continue to beat the obstacles. And as long as the community is behind us, pushing us, and, we're not looking to make millions and millions every month, but if we make enough to cover all the development costs and it doesn't have to come out of my pocket, then guess what? That allows me to take the money out of my pocket and bonus the people for what they're doing, in which case my guys get happy over money. Like they work harder. They love money. Like you would be surprised to see how fast these guys, pump. Oh, I can make an extra $2,500 if I get all of this done by Friday. Oh yeah, I'm getting it knocked out by Wednesday. I want my money. That's the mentality my guys have. Like
it's simple as that. Money talks and bullshit walks.
One of my developers is paid more than the whole university faculty staff in his country.
So to keep it 100 and put a value on that 64 that he's given away, that's worth 32K. So pretty amazing commitment there.
100%.
Now that's 32K that could have went into my pocket. That could have went to the development. But
Yeah,
I'd rather take care of the community. The 2100 that's there, that's going to be well, half a point. 0.2 is what? ETH to USD. $255 times 10 or 2,700 and some.
Yeah, what I will say is people are interested in buying secondary market purchases, but that's not going to us.
I mean, look at in commitment of what I'm paying out to be able to fix everybody versus the 80,000 plus the 32,000 on top of it. I'm coming in with $750,000 in losses to be able to do for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to take care of the community. Now you tell me any other fucking metaverse, I don't give a fuck who it is, that's willing to take a $750,000 loss to take care of their community. If anybody can point me in the direction. The cut date will be as of yesterday. So anybody who had purchased prior to yesterday will be taken care of.
And I've got a really selfish one because it's probably will only affect myself. I bought 10 plots and then I gave away 10 plots for giveaways, and then minted back the 10 plots that I'd given away. So how would
that would be 30 plots that you minted, right?
Sorry.
We're only going off of the mint.
Okay. So yeah, cool, excellent. I know that's a fairly selfish thing, but it always got to look up.
That answers the secondary market question as well.
Right.
So that's why you meant it.
That's the only thing that I can for sure say was what was what.
Yeah.
But I mean that's coming out of, CAYC. That's CAYC giving that to you guys and saying, you want to know it, we want you and appreciate you as a community, and that's it. Once again, like I tried to explain to everybody, this isn't a money grab for us. And if you can't see that by what we've already demonstrated, I don't know what to tell you.
And I think people will see that. It's fairly straightforward. You've only got to listen to code compilers speak, and that tells you way more than almost anything else. Just the passion in his voice and the way that he speaks and things like that. It says way more than the words that come out of his mouth do. So I really, really think that most people appreciate that. So yeah.
But it's going to take the community to grow it. That's what everybody has to understand. It's going to take all of you. I have 39 people listening, 53 that are on the stream view that's there. It's going to take you all to go and advertise us out. It's going to take you guys to help us buy up the floor, and then once the floor is bought up, we're going to raise the floor up for you guys. That's the goal is make it to where it's advantageous for us to sit back and say what everything's worth it and to raise the price for you all. Because once we raise the price for everything and you guys already got everything, you see what I'm saying? Then it makes it to where now the market has a growth. And once you have a market that is growing consistently, everybody else wants to get a part of it. The FOMO kicks in.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, everyone that's here starts making money. Everyone here starts growing. Everybody becomes happier. There's not the arguments. There's not the fighting. Now all of a sudden, we got other groups that want to join us. And everybody sat back and said, oh, go just buy up the shorts that are there. And I did that once. We raised the price. We did really well. But then, we did a Twitter giveaway, which I'll never do again. Only because that literally just had like literally somebody shared it in a group of like 170,000 people, and it just turned into the biggest nightmare in the world. And then all these people get it, and they're literally like 0.2, 0.1, 0.3, 0.5, and they're just literally tanking the floor price. So I won't ever do it again, lesson learned. You want to know it? As soon as he goes and puts that project live, Rhythm, don't worry, my attorney's going to go and have it shut down for IP infringement. That's how simple that works. He better pray to God he took every asset of anything that was video, screenshot, or taken out that had been paid, and he doesn't put it up in Exodus.
I was gonna say, I think you guys are perfect timing because these, I don't know what to call them, but like Gen 1 metaverses are kind of seeing the population decline without much gameplay or
Right.
content to them. So this one being so full, I mean, it's really gonna bring people in.
Like I said, I'm not worried about what Timmers is going to do. It'll affect him wholly and heartedly. And surprisingly enough, I think that possibly another metaverse is trying to be involved with him and doing it, in which case it'll affect them too. So when people go and make dumb moves and dumb mistakes, they get caught with their pants down. And, well, legal's a real motherfucker these days. And tying up people and showing if they do something negative, oh man, opinions hurt. Opinions are the worst thing ever.
Should he not have some kind of disclaimer, sort of warning people that he's under dispute and he's under a lawsuit and things like that?
Well, he's not under lawsuit yet, but he will be.
All right, okay.
Yeah, in which case he don't need to, but we can publicly make it happen after that. We can put it all over the place. Twitter, everything. Matter of fact, in that situation, I can even take it to Discord and show that there was an IP availability, and they'll probably terminate his Discord too. Just saying. Just saying. Like, I don't like getting into battles with people. You get everybody that likes to, everybody wants to make a legal battle out of everything. And I really don't. Like, I've spent so much money on attorney fees, like millions in attorney fees lately with all the build outs of everything that we've been doing. And I can tell you the worst thing in the world to deal with is attorney fees. Because you want to know who gets paid in a legal battle? The attorneys.
There's only one winner.
The attorneys. Right. The attorneys win more than anything, And in this case, the attorneys are like, shit, we'll take 40% and you don't even have to see the courtroom, send us over all the asset stuff that's there, and we're going to go after him so hard. And we have a legal office in Canada, and we have a legal office in the Philippines, and we got a legal office in UK, and we got a legal office in Croatia, we got a legal office in all these places. And I'm sitting here going, well, no wonder you want fucking 40%, because you literally call your partner in Canada and say, yo, this did IP infringement. I need them served tomorrow. And they're going to go and show up at that guy's house. They're going to show up at his job. They're going to go and bring pizza to his house. Like, he might be opening his door and getting served. Like, hey, by the way, we'll see you in court in 2 days. And the worst part about it is he happens to be in a country that respects U.S. IP and patent law. So not the move that you want to make, and so it turns into a real shitty situation. One that, in all honesty, like, if he has the dispute, he has to take that dispute up with Matt. But now that I own the IP, he has to turn over the IP. So it works out in our favor, but it also, doesn't mean that the legal battle is done. In which case I don't want to have the back and forth fighting. I really don't. And in all actuality, if he just turns over all the IP, I don't give a shit about the 80K. As you guys just saw, I just offered to give out $750,000 of my land to you all in the next 48 hours. Yes. Matter of fact, Ryan, can you do that?
Yeah.
And then if you can pull me a full list of who minted, and then what I would need is for them to send one wax with their ETH address over to be able to validate and verify who they are, because we don't know who the individual person is. But then also put out the announcement for it. And then that way we can move forward in the next 48 hours with making sure that that's situated and get everybody handled and taken care of. Once again, it has to be about the community, guys. And Kitty Cat, I appreciate you bringing that up and making sure that that is definitely taken care of. Literally, it takes a community. It does take a community to do all this. I'm thankful for every one of you guys since I've joined. I've had a lot of questions. I've had a lot of input. I've had a lot of people, with ideas. I've had other NFT groups that want to do a metaverse project come to us in the last 24 hours. And it's a lot of work. But we're okay to take it on. We're okay to build on it. We're okay to turn it into the next thing. And then if one of our big deals closes here soon, you're going to just see our market all of a sudden go crazy. So I'm glad that people are getting in and getting involved and being able to do stuff here too. Jason, we probably won't put that out to the public just to keep it 100. We do try to respect everyone's privacy as much as possible. I mean, privacy is like the biggest thing that we give a shit about at the end of the day. That's the reason why we're on a decentralized, currency system. Everybody wants the ability to have their money in their own wallets and everything, even though everything's trackable. We just want to make sure. Ronnie, after we do the initial mint holders, anybody who still has them, we will then go after that. And try to take care of those users too. The best that we can. Like I can't promise everything being done overnight. But I am going to try to make sure that we make the most valiant effort to get it done as fast as possible. So if it doesn't happen in 48, but it takes 72, don't crucify me, please. I'm new here. I'm the new guy.
I stepped in at the end here. I didn't hear what you guys are doing. What's going on?
Oh, I just decided you wanted everybody that bought the $25 plot of land. We're going to give them from the CAYC Unreal DG land that we own. I'm going to give everybody that bought the 25, I'm going to give them a gold plot. And everybody bought the 250, I'm going to give a platinum plot too, and a gold plot.
Oh, that's beautiful. People are going to love that.
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't even calculate the additional gold plot for the other 64, but it's equivalent to about $750,000 that I'm giving out here.
I love that. I love me some free money.
I don't like giving out free money, but I mean, I have to look at our community.
I need to go close those deals for you to make up for this.
Baby steps, like I try to tell everybody, the community has to come first. Once we have the community situated, we'll move forward with that. At the end of the day, like I said, you want to know it. Hopefully some of these guys come in, they buy up the rest of the 10 floor low ones that we have, and then I can go and bump our prices up and enjoy everything. I don't want to sit back and have a lower end market. I want to have a top end market, and I want people to be able to come in and enjoy themselves. So,
How many plots are on market?
So we have 4,000 in total, but on market right now, I think I have 10 that are under 1 ETH.
And those are the plots that basically.
Oh, I'm not even talking about plots. I'm talking about just the cyber apes. On the plots of land, we have a total of 20,000 plots, right? Ari, what did we meant? 1, 2, 3, 4
for each planet there.
How much?
20,000.
Yeah, for each planet. So we have plenty of room. Now, mind you, with the 20,000 plots for each planet, that's approximately 8.5%. No, excuse me, 3.58% of the land area is plots of land. So if anybody wants to know like how big this area is, if all of them were in one corner of the map, it would literally only be 3.58 or 83% of the land. It's under 4. I believe Matt is going to work with that. I need the mint list done. So everybody that minted, and then what we do is everybody that did the mint, we would have them send one wax over with their ETH and verify everybody on the list. And then we'll just start doing land drops for everybody.
With their ETH, you mean in the memo?
Yes, in the memo.
Okay, awesome.
Can you bring Primate up here, Ryan? Because maybe he has a quick way to do it. Looking at the contract, he's really good at that.
Invited him. Hey, Primate.
Hey guys,
Hi, Primate.
loving everything you're doing here, Code Compiler. And I'm seeing a great partnership for Starship and CAYC and Unreal Kingdoms. You're a community of communities, so are Starship. I feel that all aligns really well, and just personally, thank you so much for your offer to make everybody whole and put us on the right path. Regarding what Matt just mentioned, I've got access to all of the BSC wallets that are linked to our players. I could maybe compile that against your list, if that will help.
Yes, what we would just do is just have them then send over a memo to that list, essentially, and be able to check them off and say, okay, yes, this person. Then we would probably try to just do one big super drop, just so that way we can stop the cost of like all the fees of everything.
So basically, Code, when someone logs into the game, they also have to link their BSC wallet. So we should have their ETH wallet just because of that. I don't know about everyone else, but I also use the same wallet for my ETH as my BSC.
Yeah.
But if we can get that list of who owns NFTs, I think we're right on the track, or right on track, right, Primate?
Well, the thing is BSC has to be swapped to, you have to get the ERC20 address. They're two different contract chains.
Yeah, mine is the same address for ERC, or my ETH address is the same as my BSC address.
Perfect.
Because they're both an EVM.
Yeah. And then just so
we-
everybody
I don't
knows
know
then. So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 left that are under 1/8. And then we're going to start raising. So all the supporter ones are at 5, but then after those, after everything under the 1 has been bought up, we're going to go and raise the floor price of all the apes to 2 ETH. Maybe 3. I might just do 3. Yeah, I think 3 is a better number. Once again, because I'm not worried about sales. I'm not trying to, you know, slow down the market in any form. Just want to let it grow. Let it grow. And quietly just sit in the back corner. Building and building and building. So, oh yeah, everybody was curious about being able to get like a penthouse. These last supporters are the only ones that can get a penthouse still. Because I did get messaged that like 5 times. And I said I would show it, but I didn't, and now I did. But yeah, like I said, once we hit out these last 10, Then the floor price, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, excuse me. Once the next 12 are done, we're going to take the 8 floor price and raise it to 3 ETH. Not a bad day,
Where's
huh?
the link for that? Can you share that in the general chat?
I will, I will. Recon John, you're more than welcome to go look at our white paper for everything about the apes. Some of our apes, like if they have a crown on them, they get sport book bonuses. Only the crowns and tiaras, not the other helmets and stuff. But other than that, they all get a cut and dividends off of the casino. And the supporters also get it from the cake cases. Receive 10% split of the profits between the supporters. And there's only 20 of the supporters.
Hold up. Can you say that one more time? Slower for me?
So we have our cake cases that's coming out. So the 20 supporter apes, which also have access to having a penthouse, will then get 10% split of the profits from cake cases, which happens to be finalizing its build right here in the next few days. Anybody who's ever played Hype Drop will understand, you know, like Hype Drop's $180 million a month company currently right now. Even if we got, you know, 10%, but this is our cake cases system where you can go in and battle and do all the cake cases and so forth, where you have the ability to win. It's the same thing as a Hype Drop basis. You can see that the battles go on. This is legal in all states and countries because we are actually shipping items. So you'll be able to see here, people are doing the battles.
Cake cases.
That
There's
is
multiple different types of NFTs in, and they get different perks, or
so the regular, yes, they all have different perks, which is explained in the white paper. But cake cases, for instance, our supporters get a healthy cut of the profits. And you can go and see, like, this person just won $971. Oh, the bot won. And it'll build out. We have the chat. You can see somebody won 265. Can go over. They won, spun the free watch. $216,000 Nautilus. That's an all right roll, wouldn't you guys say? When you guys want to win a $216,000 watch.
Line me up.
Yeah. So we've been building that out too. That goes live this next week. So we've got a lot of big projects and a lot of big things going on. For everybody there. You know, we just want to be able to build the community at the end of the day for everybody. If you need something, just ask. If you want to see something go and build out, let's go. Let's build it. What the heck is going on here? Yes. So, and we are actually, our casino white label is actually going to take this. This is where it's going to get fun. Our casino white label is going to take our cake cases system and white label it for all their other casinos that people can purchase. Now this is where it gets really good, because then if you're a holder of one of the cake cases one, you're making 10% from all of the white labels that are out there from all the other casinos. that they have.
So the NFTs that you dropped, those are the cake cases, or is there a special one? Because I'm looking through 'em.
Only the supporters, only the supporters that we have on here that are at 5 ETH are the cake cases ones.
Ah, okay, okay. And then the other ones are for the regular
The
casino.
Dragon Guild one here also gets they have a split of 20%, but there's like 2,000 of them. But the 10% for 20 people is definitely some money. 10% for 20. We have a total of 40% of all liquidity that comes in from our stuff that gets essentially pushed out to all of the NFT holders. It is by far the highest liquidity pool system that has been put out for users. There is nobody else. There is no other NFT project, nobody else that's putting out a 40% options through their NFTs. We are. So it's kind of cool. Yes. So like the casino is coming up on its first month of profits. In 15 days, it'll actually be 1 month that we've had everything connected with everything. And we will take that and we will do the distribution through it, and it will be paid out directly into the ETH wallets.
Let's take myself off the bed. It's just gone midnight here in
Midnight.
the UK. So
Gotta love the
leave
UK.
on to it. I'll talk to with the recording that Ryan's doing. Great to hear what you're doing. Thanks for everyone coming. Cheers, Matt. Cheers, Ryan. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Well, no, our metaverse is gonna have cake cases in it. Our casino is gonna be in our metaverse. Yeah, like I said, they're all essentially tied, but then we also brought in the outside Web 2 funds that come through that also back into the profits for our NFT holders. Once again, it has to be about community first. Everything we do is about community first. Yes, we have land in the Unreal Kingdoms metaverse. We essentially have, okay, so I'll give you the breakdown. We have CAYC NFT project, which is connected to the metaverse, connected to the casino, and connected to cake cases and the exchange. Not a bad little forefront there. Then we have the land also. The land is utilized inside the metaverse for people to be able to gain and earn based off of if players are hunting, killing, farming out anything on those lands. You get to essentially have a tax rate that'll be set at 3.5% of whatever they do on your land. Or you can choose to build your land and make your own houses, huts, cities, whatever you want. That's completely up to you. All right, let's get some more tough questions in here now. I like the tough ones. Yes. To answer your question, Pumpkin King, yes. Yeah, absolutely. We said we even have a poker room coming on board with us too. We have the largest sport book aggregator coming on board with us. They even made a nice little post that was like, oh, somebody's going into the meta. Yeah, but until all the ink dries on the dotted line, we haven't revealed everything yet. But it's about 98% completed already. We essentially closed 3 deals this weekend. Yes, you get to keep the Exodus, everything. I don't care about Exodus or any of their stuff. I really don't. They'll never develop as fast as us. They'll never be able to offer the same that we offer. They'll never be able to go and build it out for the people in the community. They will never be able to create the dividends and offers that you will be able to make from being with us at the end of the day. Try being the accountant.
And I think it's important to note that if you're going to keep the, I mean, we're going after that IP.
Oh yes.
Once we go after
Yes,
it and
we
we
are.
get it, then you guys are, you're going to be put in a position that's not very good. So I recommend getting a refund, waiting, and then you can buy that stuff later if it all works out on their favor.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that what they're doing on their side is actually going to become actually a viable product. But we are already out there. We're in the metaverse. Our community is already in it.
2
We're
seconds.
just building another avenue for Starship that connects into everything else we're building. It's going to be all part of the same big community, with CAYC, with Starship,
I'll be right back.
whoever else we bring on board. It's just going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great time over the next several years. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. I believe it's the 20% profit share is over 500. I think it tells you the number if you go to it to answer your question, Xander. So I'm looking at one that has a 20% profit. Holders of 3991 to 4490 will split 20% of the profit. So that should be 500. Able, the CAYC case is similar to the hype drop cases. If you go to hypedrop.com, you can see what, and you can access that site from the US. It's legal to use it there, but our CAYC cases will be similar to that.
Yeah, well, and the benefit of it is we have a lot of the products that they offer that we get at a way cheaper discount than what they're even able to offer it at and sell it at. So it just increases the revenue and profits for our users.
If you have a product coming out, I'd love to list it on there.
So yeah.
That's coming out very soon.
I just sent the $40,000 check to them today. So Starship's
Yeah.
about to have its own Amazon store.
Look at that. And then we can take that Amazon store and make a Starship location inside the space station.
I love that.
I don't
I
know.
really will. Because I want to build out our brand. Kind of like you guys are doing the island, but you're going to have a physical island. I want to do, let's say, a theme park.
Well,
And then get a
we're
physical
also
theme
building
park.
out a regular island too. Like here, I'll boot it up real quick. It's just our little tropical island.
You can lease them too from the Bahamas government. You don't want to buy them. Pretty sure.
You guys
They
like
come
my
with flood
tropical
insurance.
island? It kind of got a little messy. It's been ravaged by a hurricane recently.
Yeah, I'm in Puerto Rico, so we did. Like, I literally landed, and there was a storm going through. I think it was a category 1, but I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Yeah, what timing? Right when you touch down.
But I'm from Florida, and we get them all the time. And that storm turned into, I think, like a 4 or 5, and it went right below the house that we just sold, and it looked like it was going to go right over top of it. But the people were delaying the closing because of the hurricane.
Oh man, can't believe they could do that. I
It's called like storm in a box or something. They put it in all the contracts.
Squid Hole. No, you were gonna get a platinum level plot from us, which is 0.4 ETH, and you're gonna get a gold level plot at 0.2 ETH if you have a 250 pack. To answer your question.
Doesn't even seem like they're in the chat from what I can read. In the voice chat.
No,
I think they're just text chatting them, but I'll respond.
sorry, I'm like still running on just a few hours of sleep from earlier.
Well, they should be here.
Let's see how our guy's doing. I got a funny feeling we're gonna see, like I said, as soon as all the ones and lower are bought up, I'm gonna go and raise the floor price to 3 ETH.
We'll probably do the same with Dragon Guild once we issue some more. We don't have any.
I would totally buy some, but I'm waiting for money to load on my Coinbase account. So it's like,
I'm not worried, brother. You want to know it? Like I said, I like, everybody said, gotta stop buying it up because now the community ain't able to buy it for a discount. And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. Like I had a community member actually get mad at me because of it. And I was like, my bad. Like, I'll list it for 1. And then he was like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, why not?
Jay didn't want me to buy the Dragon Guild up, so I was gonna just load up on it. And it's like you got to let the community get the cheap at a discount from the people who are to not reading what we're doing, not hearing what we're doing. Like, okay.
Oh. But like I can show you guys, we got one of our streamers on right now in the casino. You guys see that when it goes down, That means that's profits for our NFT holders. Ooh wee. $2,000 buy. Let's see if he gets profitable.
Are those your slots?
Yeah, this is our website. Somebody he started with 6,000 doing a wager.
Is it on an ETH chain?
We have ETH, Tron, Doge, and something else.
Great.
Bitcoin. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, he's making money on that one.
Yeah, I'm definitely throwing a couple bucks at these GameFi casinos. They're fun.
But like, well, this is a live action casino. Like, you can even play live games like blackjack and everything.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Oh, he might make all of his money back.
He's got half back.
Yeah, but it only takes one hit with the multiplier he has. Like one more ring right here. Oh yeah, one more ring. He would have been super money. So he lost 600. Now he's gonna do a $1,400 buy. Oh no.
Double down. There he goes.
And you just gotta sit back, you know. And this is the hard part being a casino owner, because then you're like, damn, this guy can hit fat right now, and you know the profits all of a sudden go away, and that's the reality. Like, yeah, the profits all of a sudden disappear, and you're like, well, shit.
You have all the numbers like documented, and I know that's kind of
Yeah, we run a panel that runs everything.
great.
So it's easy for us to export, you know, like what came in, what went out, how it went in, how it went out, you know, what user, what registrations, everything, you know.
What's the link?
Gamble, well, it's not available in the U.S.
Okay.
But I mean, if you happen to be, you know, on your computer in Norway,
Mm-hmm.
Norway does not mind if you gamble. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Although I do tell everybody, if you're going to be doing crypto transaction stuff, you should probably be on a VPN for your personal and private security.
Basically, put it into Norway.
I love Norway.
You know he's swearing
Get
right
some
now.
really great Norwegian ads too. If you can speak that language.
And but like he's playing one of the most volatile slots. But it can literally hit down with a 500x and legitimately max win him in one hit. Oh, retrig. Nope, just kidding. Oh, he's clicking through. He's got the angry cycle going. I know because I do this. So anybody who doesn't knows. Yeah. And I'm like sitting there swearing at the monitor, like, you motherfucker!
I lost him in Vegas a couple months ago.
Oh, I took 220 grand while we were up in Vegas. Like,
Oh, shit.
oh man.
Dude, I wish you for that last roll that I had in Vegas.
Oh, he missed it by literally like 3%. Holy fuck! Why did you just not wager it the rest of the way? Oh my god, poor guy. Oh my god, that's so heartbreaking. Oh. Okay, I gotta close that. I feel bad now.
I wish you had been there for my roll right before we left for the airport. CZ and Declan and I had I don't know, it might have been 50 or 60
dice roll.
It was pretty amazing.
And I lost $200. I said, I'm never doing this again.
Oh, I had
Three-
I had a good one the time before that when we went to Vegas. Me and
Yeah.
Ari ended up having to go over to the crypto ATMs to pull out funds. So I was like, all right, fuck it, we got to go over to Resort World. So we go to Resort World and I pull out like $2,000. Ari's like, okay, I'll put a couple $100. Let's roll some craps. I was like, all right. So I put $300. He put like 200. I did the all, tall, and small, and I hit it not once but twice in the same roll session. And literally went from like, I think it was like $300 is what I started with. Went from 300 to like 11 grand in one turn of roll cycles.
Wow. Crazy.
I think I made like $3 grand. I wasn't as aggressive betting as you were, but
Yeah, no, you made 6 on that one.
We're all at
Makes
that
sense, man.
Yeah, it
meetup
was
a
6.
couple months ago. I know people are staying at Resorts World. There was a kind of crypto meetup thing. I don't know if you guys were there.
I was there for the Twillo and the Avila Brothers and Snoop Dogg thing that they did with Billy Ray Cyrus. And Twillo does like the majority of like icebox jewelry. So like where like Hype Drop and other sites have like icebox jewelry, Twillo is like the main manufacturer for all of their stuff. And so like I went and I hit up Twillo and was like, hey guys, I want to be able to put all your stuff in the site and be able to go from there. And they were like, okay, well let us know when it's built and we'll figure out getting it all built up in the store. And so I was like, okay, wonderful. Now I'm putting Icebox inside, my stuff, and it's not going to cost me a fraction of the price. But we're going to match it to what the current rates are out there. So, something that might be $25,000 on current market might cost us 10, but on current market. So it allows us to make money even if they win. So it makes it to where it's super advantageous with arcade cases to be able to do it, and I'm like excited with it. I'm a little tired, a little build out, but they've been working on building out the database and all the products and everything. And the majority of everything off of Hype Drop is actually you gambling against StockX.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so then they drop ship everything. So we have pretty much all of StockX's database too also added to our platform. So what we
win it just buys.
Right.
Interesting. That's so smart. Wow.
But I mean, they got a 50-50 win rate. Okay, so if they win, great, we don't lose anything. If they lose, great, we make money. Now, if you were to go in and watch Hype Drop for even like 30 minutes, you're going to watch people, like, if you get into Hype Drop, you're going to watch these people legitimately lose 50% of their battles. Here's one going.
I wouldn't bet money on the coin flip, right?
This guy is literally down by $2. Oh, he won this one. So it cost him 545. He ended up cashing out 617 because you win both sides.
Is that a global UI or is it just admin UI?
This is global.
That's cool. I like it.
This guy won this one.
Hello, motherfucker.
Then you come in and you see like other people, like this is Mad Mike. He's one of my dudes. I like Mad Mike. Me and him have been in like the leveling race. So I started off at like level 8, put $200, ended up going up $120,000 in one day. Went from level 8 all the way to like level 79. And still cashed out 80,000, So then after that I was like, all right, well screw it. And then I'm one of like 5 people that are still in the profits over here. So like I'll give you an example. People wondered how I was able to pay for everything that we had. That's not including what I've pushed out.
Oh, that's crazy.
Code compiler is also back. but you have all the boxes. So if you go and you look at these, like people don't understand like the probability. Like you got 0.01 chance. So it's costing you 29 cents. You're most likely going to hit the 70% chance that you're going to lose. The rest of them bring you into profit. But 0.01, 0.01, 0.0173, 0.73. So less than for you to make profit, you got a 24% or higher chance of being able to make profit. Those are amazing odds. I'd take that to put up a gamble site any day of the week. The majority of these are like 10% or 1% console chance. So you got a 1% in total for all the consoles. So it's literally to be able to win a console, a 1% chance. Everything else, you know, for $1.80, 75% of people get 1 cent. 75% of the spins will get 1 penny.
But if you're so just to make sure if I understand it right, if you're a cake holder, you get 1 free box a month, which is 1 free roll, essentially.
So the cake owners will then get the free drop availability. And then if you level, you'll also get the chance to be able to get more drops.
Awesome.
So like here, like I'm level 90, so I have the ability to get a $10,000 pair of shoes. Now it's 0.01%, but I mean, I've hit the jacket, I've hit these shoes already. I've hit pretty much everything from here down so far. But
you
like
guys are gonna be huge. This is crazy.
these guys do 180 million a month.
Wow.
So imagine getting a split 10% by 20 people.
Wow.
There's a person doing this for $1,000 right now. He's betting that the bot though wins. So he's actually going to win this one because he bet on the bot. You have a choice to choose. But okay, yeah, so he made money on this one. But that's, like I said, you get a choice of which side you pick, which also makes it fun and adds in just an extra unique element to it. Mad Mike, he'll sit there and do like 50 of these for $125 to $200. And then you have just the regular unboxing. If you don't want to do a battle, you have the chance to just spin the reel. Oh, well, it was $1.51. I made 5 cents. Made another 5 cents. Made another 5 cents.
Wow.
Where's the profits come in? I can see where it comes in. Anybody else see where the profits are at?
So I had a box logo on. Did you win that from here?
Yeah. Ta-da! I have the Supreme board. Limited edition Supreme board. Also from there. I have the Xbox Mini refridge. Xbox Mini refridge right here. You know, I've literally built like a whole computer off of everything that I like. Here, I'll give you an example. What I've shipped home. AirPods, you know, the Supreme board, games for my kids, of course. My wife wanted her tropical igloos. PlayStation, 100 ounces of silver bar, 100-ounce silver bar, 1 ounce gold, 1 ounce gold, silver Kennedy, $50, ounce of platinum, kilo of silver, a Blade Stealth 13, another PS5, Air Force Ones. Now out of 200 or $2.9 million, and you can see I've pretty much built a whole computer. RTX 3080, Ti, VC3.
Crazy.
I think I got everything except the motherboard. I got the i9. That's what's in my processor right now. 900K. You know, so it was kind of cool, you know.
Yeah, it's a beast of a computer for sure.
But I mean, like I said, you'll get to see like me and another person, for instance, Charcy, we load up like 3 to 4 grand and we will battle each other. So that way when we win, we split it with each other. And we took 3 grand one night to 80,000 plus together.
Wow.
that was our split was 80,000 plus, you know. So then when you sit back, this is Mad Mike again. He's doing a 230, so he upped his game a little bit. Normally he takes a couple minutes before he clicks. He has like a belief that he does it on a certain time frame.
You said it wasn't open to the public yet, or
Our version is almost completed. We are literally just waiting on the updated database from StockX.
awesome.
And then once that's done and we have our consistent updater with them being done, then we will launch that. Technically, it could be live as soon as tomorrow if they were to get us the stuff either late enough tonight or early enough tomorrow. But yeah, we're quickly closing out on finishing everything at the most rapid pace that you can imagine. Like I said, the exchange is up, which is always great. You know, a lot of people were curious with the CAYC exchange, how fast it would work. Everybody that's been on it loves how fast it is. We don't have extra saturation. The fees, if you're a Cyber Ape Yacht Club owner, is like literally nothing. So it allows you to be able to do leverage trading between multiple assets and stuff too. You can go in, quick trade, buy trade, everything. The fees are like very, very, very nominal. You can swap too between everything. And so we have a pretty big swap availability. And then we do everything in USDT. So our 300 million in Cyber Ape Yacht Club is paired to dollar on what we're doing. But everybody isn't supposed to know that we have 300 million sitting on USDT.
You guys have done it all right. It's crazy.
Quickly and quietly and out of everyone's way, you know, and that's really he won by $1.50. He won by $1.50. Would you look at that? But he lost money. Cost him 236. He made 210. Like, and that's consistently what goes on nonstop. You know, and
One
then
more time, I'll get it back.
yeah, and they do. You know, and then you look at like that Grim. Like I went on this. I literally only have like affiliate pay on this, which is so funny. Like, just a sec. Where's my phone? Because it's gonna ask me. Oh, it didn't this time. Then you go and you look at like your inventory. Like, I've had just the affiliates give me money, and now I'm sitting on $900 in affiliate pay just for going in and spinning. So we're gonna set up all of these availabilities. This is a jackpot system with NFTs. So whatever your NFT is going for on market, you'll be able to battle your NFTs, and we're gonna do this on inside the metaverse. So imagine like people going and putting in their value of a Bored Ape. This is based off of the value. So if they're putting in 19, yeah.
Okay, I see what's going on.
And it's just a randomized wheel spinner, and yeah.
You get it all.
Blue, red won it all. Even though this person put in $71, he had a 34% chance to win and won.
That's crazy. I don't know if CSGO items are still available.
This isn't this is only just on their site. It's the value of those items, but you can't transfer these ones out. Now, like if you wanted to go to like the Steam account, same thing, you know, like we have been testing out every different aspect to be able to bring in these different things in the different groups and CSGO options, everything, including what we could bring in for the gamification for CSGO and so forth. So we wanted to make sure that we could put in the most amount of functionality across the board for everybody. It doesn't just stop with us, you know, and that's why when people ask, you know, like what we're doing, how we're doing it, Steam mobile app to sign in.
So you're trying to implement Steam items as well into the site, or just NFTs?
We are going to try to load everything that we can.
That'll be huge, yeah. Compared to a trading bot that has inventory.
Well, and then this has the authenticator too behind it. You know, so we want to be able to just put in the most amount of everything. Okay, let me scan that to let me log in. Scan into Steam. Now it'll It'll take me a second to figure it out. What's your code again? I'm going to deposit another 2K. You know, hey, thanks. Appreciate it. I think it's under inventory. Like, I'm sitting on this little thing that from when my guy had me gamble, Harry Potter that was over there, had me go and gamble with him on a different site. I ended up winning a $2,000 Huntsman Gamma Doppler for free. You know, but we want to include all of these types of functionalities in game, like even connecting Steam with the platform and everything too, which is going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of implementation. The one good thing is our game we already have set up to be able to be released in Steam too. So we are working out the functionality with everything as fast as possible, as quickly as possible, and making sure that it becomes advantageous for everybody. And different games, different win functions, everything. Don't just limit it down to one thing. You know, give everybody the most that you can. That's it.
That'll be a huge drive. Awesome.
Well, and you got to think about the generationals. Oh, Gurus is around.
Oh, we got
One of my developers is around right now. Yeah, because you can't even. Oh. Here you guys go. So if you're curious, because Guru's just spawned his dragon and I'm taking it, I'm hijacking him.
That's so much faster.
If you really were curious about seeing about a flying dragon, and then you'll be able to also populate your hoverboards here. You'll be able to populate your spaceships in the outer categories that are out here.
I like the dragon.
Oh, I thank you. I'm glad you like my dragon, little man.
Much.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, good. I do have collision turned off. Otherwise, that would have been a pain in the ass.
The Dragon's Guild, that's how you get one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's no collision when you're on the dragon at the moment.
That's gonna be tough.
Well, yeah, when there is collision, it will be a pain in the ass. But like this whole box here is being, as you can see, like that's a collision area because we have penthouses being built in them, so they actually have like a functional piece that's built into it versus the things that we have not set an NFT to. There's the window on the outside. And then landing functions is easy too because all you have to do is hit E and then G and you can get out. And then he despawns.
Oh, that's nice. Yep.
Man, I made it back to the right. No.
I love the elevator flying 50 floors down.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, if there's any questions, this is like, come on, give me the last of them real quick before we close up the AMA stuff here. And we wanted to make sure that everybody got to ask everything that they wanted, update whatever they want.
Hey, you can raise your hand too. If you want to be in the recording.
Yeah. Hit the raise hand button. Oh, there we go. Ice Walker's in.
Got one.
Ice Walker, what's up, brother?
That nice.
Oh, it says that you're muted. Could you unmute him?
Yeah, but let me see. I can't.
Matt, can you unmute him?
No, it's a user mute. It's on his side.
Oh, it says server mute on mine. Server
Oh,
muted.
no way.
Yeah, it says server muted.
Let's see that. Let's see.
Man, the hostility. Here we go.
I unmuted.
There we
Can you
go.
hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Hey, fabulous. Loving everything you're putting together here, which is fantastic. I had a question now with the muting thing. I completely lost it.
I'm sorry. I have no idea. No idea at all.
That's all right. Go on to somebody else. I'll see if I remember the question.
Anybody else have something? This is your chance. Jump on in. Hit the raise hand button real quick. Let's answer them.
Remembered the question.
Okay.
CAYC, obviously the market at the moment, everyone's buying up those cheap ones under 1 ETH. You did mention that there was going to be some more mints upcoming. For those of us that are new to CAYC, what was the mint price, or what's the likely new mint price going to be for them?
The new mint will be put at 3 ETH. We are not diluting our system in any form.
Okay, no problems. Any idea on a rough time frame so I can budget for that?
I'm gonna estimate probably in the next 3 months we'll go to the next phase of mint. It really just it's based off of how many sales we do. It's not based off of like just time frame. It's we don't want to dilute by minting any of the assets or what people earn from the casino. So we've sat back and agreed that we would only mint out so much at a time to make it to where when we pull the list of all the owners, I'm not making 90% of the money. Does that make sense? And then that dilutes what somebody else earns.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll have to see what I can work into the budget.
Like I said, you're always welcome to put in an offer. I do wake up, and if people are good community members and stuff and they put in an offer, I do happen to click accept quite often. I'm just saying. I care about the community more than the money, you know, so.
Yeah, fair enough. I have put in a collection offer, but at the moment I'm a bit ETH poor, so it's going to take me a while to save up that sort of fund. So
We will definitely see. We got a few big things. We will try to do a couple of giveaways, and we are going to do a hidden 3 accounts that are going to have 1 ETH on them that you will be able to go and collect the papers throughout our metaverse as soon as Cake Island's also opened up, where you can go and collect the papers that'll give the 12 keys for a MetaMask wallet, by the way, that'll have an ETH in it.
Oh, those are mine.
I'm just saying. Just saying. You know, a lot of fun stuff. It's going to be unique and fun, and I'm super excited with everybody that we've had. And now that we're able to fix what the nightmare was and bring it back to the users, yeah, you know, it just allows us to keep growing, which is really great. You know, we don't have the dilution of anything other than what Cake would be making in funds. I mean, that sucks, but at the same point in time, let's look at the community and bring the community together and take care of the community as a whole. So, if anybody has any other questions for me, please raise your hand, and we will try to knock out as much as we can. If you can't use the mic, feel free to put it in general chat too. I am trying to pay attention to all the chats here. Oh yeah, see, everybody got to see the dragon populate. Yeah, Guru was testing out a few things to make sure everything is working. The flight, the trajectory systems, the up and down verts and everything are working. So he left me a dragon there, so I had to jump on it.
It's good communication. You knew to just get on it and test it.
Oh, you're gonna find out that dragon snatching happens a lot, by the way. I went and put down a dragon. Next thing I know, I think it was Dritz or Flopshots or somebody stole my dragon. I'm like, yo, how about you populate your own dragon? And no, they didn't want to do that. They wanted to ride mine. But yeah, so it's been fun.
Well, it looks like more questions are coming in. We're kind of in the spot where it's late for North
Yeah.
America, but early for Europe, sort of thing.
Right, and that's kind of where I'm like, we can let it run and help out and answer people's questions, and it's there to just we're here to help everyone, in all honesty, and I'm super blessed that we were able to make this deal go through and have such a great community. Like I said, I'm glad to see that the community is moving and doing everything that they're doing and being able to help out everybody too. It's a big blessing.
100%. Matt, I don't know if you're there and want to close this out at all.
I feel great about everything. I love seeing the faces here. I see Tim, everybody. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I will see you around. Code, I'll be around all night tonight. So I don't know what you're up to, but I'll talk to you soon.
Awesome, brother. I'll be around all night. We're going to be working on getting the compile ready for everybody to go in and play. So
excellent.
He's testing out the last few things and then get that knocked out for you guys. So be ready. If you're not in the CAYC Discord, make sure that you jump in so that way you guys can get a copy of it. Bullish as hell.
100%. I'll be there. Thank you so much, guys.